day everyone. So I know some of you familiar with the globalization. So what is globalization? Globalization is a term used to describe how trade and technology have made the world into a more connected, interdependent place. Globalization also captures its scope that economic, social change, and that have about come as a result. Seek to foster a deep understanding of the global interconnected and interdependence that countries have one another, and it's an effort to highlight the complex issue and also the challenges of the world have faced is currently facing by educating students about the world different global agents and their flight the global education. It aims to prepare and transform students into well-informed, responsible, and engaged global citizens. It is also when students about the globalization concerned that they can address global problems, they can contribute a positive. Education is an interdisciplinary approach for teaching and learning that offers students diverse academic, professional opportunities worldwide. Instead of being continued to the national education system, global education coordinates the system with the international education to serve best policy practices. It also helps instruct students on continuously impact the world student and also offer exposure to the global world and become aware of different culture, history, and current world scenarios. The importance of global education is building interconnectedness. The modern era, it is necessary for students to have a global exposure to the social, economic, political, and cultural agenda. To stay informed and have an opinion of their own, it also helps build a sense of interconnectedness. Instead of isolation, it is critical to be globally aware, to be informed, and decision. Tolerant student in the boarding school may see a variety of students emerging from diverse background and cultural, few of which may be international students, living a multicultural world formed in residential school. Students need to develop cultural understanding and empathy toward their peers. Global education promotes respect from culture, religion, language, and individualistic. It is also crucial to build a social harmony and cooperation. Looking to go abroad for future study or have international professional life must be exposed to global education. Early to practice and prepare themselves. Employee value global competence and cross-cultural communicating skills. While looking for the best for their companies, global education enhance global awareness and open doors to international job opportunities. Globalization and education, unlimited access to information, while educational resources and study material are limited by national borders. Globalization affects education by offering access to vast amount of information resources. And collaborate internationally, globalization has significantly increased collaboration and partnership between potential and international educations. School and university encourage students in international research project and foreign exchange in education. Promote school to offer exposure to students regarding cultural, social, and political perspective. This is not the only enriches students with the opportunity to learn about the different cultural, language, and global issues, but also offers more inclusive and comprehensive education. Cross-cultural exchange, globalization affects students by facilitating the initiative of cultural exchange program, therefore allowing students to study abroad. Such global scale of program promotes cultural and understanding. Students exposed to globalization early are more likely to analyze, interpret, and utilize their information about the diverse society to formulate their conclusion about the world's global concern and potential crises. These are the impact of the globalization on education that encourage education institution, parent, teacher, and student to access global education and transform the student into well-informed, independent, and opinionated individual who can bring global change in society. Global education encompasses the traditional discipline in service of helping students understanding the world in which they live, science, social science, and humanities. So, example, to understand climate change, it is necessary to understand and the process that explain how climate works as a subject of the scientific study. A global education includes also opportunity for students to imagine and strategy to advance human wealth. And it also draw on the capabilities of the invention to students to develop the curiosity to advance. Of the desire to create a product or service that advance well-being or solve a problem, as with the previous example of the reinventing toilet to addressing a sanitation and advancing a health. Globalization is not necessary as additional curriculum domain. Rather, it is a set of clear purposes which can help align the entire curriculum with real-world questions, challenges, and opportunities. As such, globalization is a way to help teacher as a student to understand the relationship between the learners in school and the world outside the school. Of the approaches of the globalization, the curriculum structure to support such as instruction that explicit design to help build the breadth of skill that can help students function independently. Education is defined as an approach to education which seek to enable young people to participate in shaping a better shared future for the world, and emphasizing the unity and interdependence of human society, developing a sense of self-appreciation of cultural diversity, affirming social justice and human rights, peace-building action for sustainable future, emphasizing the developing relationship with our global neighbors, promoting open mindset and preposition to
In understanding the globalization in education requires a broader perspective that one look at local, national, and contextual influences. In a unified way, teachers need to their cross-cultural skill set and school leader must update educational policies in order to respond to these global impact changes. Some of globalization in education include greater awareness of other cultures, better transitional collaboration, reduced discrimination and racism, the spread of technology and innovation, and higher standard of living across the globe. So, as a future educator, provides students the opportunity to understand globalization, how it shaped their lives, to develop the capacity to collaborate across all line of differences to advance worthwhile purposes and to improve the world. Students will recognize education as relevant to their lives, a way to help them make sense of the world in which they live and to find their voice in it. Society make great effort to educate students in hope that this will help them advance themselves and contribute through work, citizenship, and service. It was not always the case that most students could attend to school, and today many of these who are not engaged. Lack of engagement leads some students drop out of school with high cost to themselves and to their community. Students are often disengaged because they don't see the point of what they are learning. They do not see how it relates to their lives or to life they might imagine for themselves. They do not see the relevance of education. Their lives perceives the irrelevance lead to boredom. So, helping students see how learning can help them achieve their dream is a power motivations. The effect of the engagement that result are long-lasting that show that three of the most powerful predictors of long-term self-efficacy and satisfactions are taking course that relate to the real world, engaging in extending projects that are led by student and having professor who challenge the student to excel. Students who have those experience in college are more likely to report they are good at their craft and to be happy many years after graduation. Unfortunately, most college graduates don't have the benefit of the experiencing these three powerful activators of student motivation and engagement. One way to make education relevant to support students so they can competencies that necessary to understand the world in which they live, to appreciate its complexity, to understand its challenges, and to create colleges. I have to develop a curriculum to help empower students as global citizens. Since many more programs have been developed to expand the range of opportunity for global education, including student and teacher travel, global curriculum program to support teacher and program that deploy internet-based communication technology to facilitate teacher and student global collaboration. Even thought global education is not a new idea. There is a new urgency to be more intentional in pursuing it. Not all students who have the opportunity to go to school learn to recognize their common humanity with others across line of cultural, racial, religious, or national difference. Not all learn to be curious about those differences or skilled at finding way to use those differences for the benefit of more collaboration in joining addressing the challenges we face in this world. These challenges are well summarized in a global compact that articulate what we must do to secure peace in this world, what is necessary to create conditions that eliminate poverty, reduce gender and social inequality, and promote health, education, sustainability, and social economic progress. This compact holds sustainable development goals, provide a framework to guide effort of individual, organization, and nations so we indeed to improve the world. To achieve those goals, we will need more determined and more effective education program to help students understand the importance of this goal and of specific target for each of one of them. The crucial when understanding globalization impact on education, it cannot be simply described as either harmful or beneficial. It depends on one's perspective, value, and priority. Educators plays an active role in preparing students to respond to challenges and opportunities posed by globalization processes. As globalization accelerates, the demand for certain skill has changed. So digital literacy in a global world, digital literacy is essential. Individuals need to navigate technology, access information, and communicate effectively online. Cross-cultural competence, interacting with people from diverse backgrounds requires cross-cultural competence. Understanding the different norms, value, and communication style is crucial. So, the adaptability and flexibility, globalization brings rapid changes. Individual must be adapt to new situation, technology, and work environment. Language skill. Multilingualism is valuable for global communication and collaboration. The critical thinking and the problem solving. Global challenge require innovative solution, critical thinking skill are essential. Collaboration and teamwork. Working across board often involves collaboration with diverse team. Entrepreneurial mindset. Globalization creates opportunity for entrepreneurship, innovations. Understanding the global issue, geopolitics, and the ethical flexibility recognize that globalization in education is multifaceted. It cannot be neatly categorized as either entirely beneficial or harmful. Consider positionality, values, and priority when shaping educational practices in global contexts. Teachers also have a professional development. Educators should participate in professional development programs that enhance their global competence. Training on intercultural communication, global issue, and teaching strategy for diverse classroom is a crucial. Vital role in preparing in globalized world is by integrating global perspective and promoting ethical awareness. So that's all of my TED Talk. So thank you everyone for your listening.